2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke. Great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No. If Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Setting up miles from the hole. That's frustrating. 4 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his part.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Going with the 5-iron here. And that shot back in the fairway. And here we are with the third shot.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Beautiful shot. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That is one of the best shots you will see.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Oh, well played.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Just one off the lead after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Opting for the 5-wood. He's found the surface. Good chance here. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Go in. Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. He's currently tied for first. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Setting up in the first cut. great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And back to the course with the live action. 9 feet to the cup. Looking good. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
From around 180 yards out, he leads the field by a stroke.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in 3-putt territory. It's so far away.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Oh, just missed. And this putt coming up for his par. Good putt, that. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Bubba Watson. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will move into 6 under par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Sitting at 6 under in a share of the lead. This putt coming up is for birdie.
nice line.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Quality shot, that one. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Ooh. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for par here. Looking good so far.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Leading by a shot after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Going with a 3-wood here. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It needed to put some draw on that one, but just couldn't get it dialed in.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Going for less club here. Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A 7-footer right here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Good looking putt. That will drop and it will extend the lead. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by 3. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's inside the house of opportunity. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
This one looking really good.
Shame it didn't drop. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And after that effort, they now lead this tournament with Bubba Watson behind in 2nd place. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the 2nd 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your 2nd shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Time for the 2nd shot at the 14th. Opting for the 9-iron. This one needs to kick left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. This putt to get to 10 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your 2nd shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's disappointing.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Ooh, what a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. And a par putt awaits him. And that putt drops, now 9 under as we head to the stretch.
And just with the slimmest of leads out there, Luke, this will be interesting to see how they handle the pressure.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently in first position.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This one's for birdie. It's on a good line. Currently 10 under for the round.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
That could play. Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. This would be a great up and down. And he's down there. You got a read?
Has to putt this one downhill. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event. Just didn't drop. No, that's too bad. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in and win the tournament. And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Rich, there are some victories that stand out in your mind, and this one for me seems to be like that. That was a high-quality performance under all that duress.
They played well when the pressure was at its greatest. I have to say, getting the job done with that amount of pressure on them, it was awesome.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.